It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. To throw right away is Howell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Howell. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath. Hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
First down, Howell to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
He's a talented runner. That means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker. And this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And the slot man goes in motion left. This time they'll throw it with Howell. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing here, Howell. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Vikings will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Lance. And that is incomplete.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Slot man moves right. On 1st down, Howell. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The slot man in motion right. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Slot man moves right. From the 24, Howell. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he can make anything happen.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lance, he's going to look deep for more. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because one shot, just as you mentioned there, and you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game, but ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Powell throwing on first down here. Reagor catches it left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out and ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And the slot man goes in motion left. It's caught. Smith pushes him over. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Powell completing the quick throw out wide. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Inside handoff. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Powell, 3rd and goal. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job in the open field.
So here we go, 4th down, Howell. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And Lance's throw complete there to Moore.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Shotgun now for Lance. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. That happens after Ronaldo, but you've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Howell down to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Second down throw for Howell. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it is 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lance now to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Lance. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence.
Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah.
Well, I think everyone who's watching is certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, aren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They run with McCaffrey off the option. And some room to run now. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Past the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw, it's Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, here's Howell. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
This is brought in at the 21. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
52 blasters. Claude Red. Black Red.
Here's Lance. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Black shot.
Here's Lance to throw it. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Let's go now. Yellow.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Frank.
Lance now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Panthers 7. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The slot man in motion right. 4th down, Howell. He's got a man, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On first down, Lance. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line.
Let's go. Shot, 17.
They go quickly here out to Moore. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. On 2nd and 12, Lance. This is caught. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Trey Lance keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Gonzalez able to tack on to PAT, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Panthers 14. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up